You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, GH watchers. This is Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I have got your early General Hospital spoilers. This is for the week of 8/7 through 8/11, August 7th through August 11th, 2023, on your favorite ABC soap opera. We have got 5 sizzling early spoilers that we can't wait to bring to you. 3 are Sonny related. We have Trina and Curtis action, and we have Olivia Falconeri and Eddie Maine action. Let's dig in right now. We have Sonny Corinthos tasking his IT guy, Brick, with something. It's always exciting to see Stephen A. Smith back on GH, and we're going to get more of him next week. So what would he have Brick doing? Well, you know, Brick does IT, he does surveillance. He has some kind of overlap with the sort of activities that Spinelli used to do for him, but now that's primarily Brick's thing. I am quite confident that Brick is tasked with hunting down whoever it is that is tormenting Ava Jerome and Austin Gatlin Holt. Not the immediate person, we all know that's Mason and horrible Nanny Betty, but the person who is really running all this mysterious lady mob boss that we've all been hearing about for nigh on a year now, with not one name mentioned, which leads me to believe that they started this story without having selected someone. Maybe they were going to wait and see who was available to come in, whether it's Olivia Jerome, whether it is somebody else. You know, there's no telling, but I think there's no telling because they didn't decide. Hopefully they have finally hired someone and have narrowed it down to one she-villain, and it's not clear if it's going to be somebody new or somebody old. I've seen some fans suggest maybe it is Jennifer Smith, Frank Smith's widow. I don't know, because again, I just think the writers don't know. So we will definitely have to wait and see on that one. Hey, if you haven't already, we'd love it if you to reach down, click that subscribe button so you don't miss any of our GH spoilers and news. All right, let's dig into a non-Sonny spoiler for next week. Trina and Curtis are going to spend some time connecting and bonding. Remember, Curtis is, at least for now, paralyzed from like the waist down because of the shooting, because the bullet was too close to his spine and they had to do spinal surgery. So far, it looks like the paralysis remains. He's dealing with a lot of anger. This is standard behavior from this kind of injury from patients, according to Portia Robinson and Dr. Hamilton Fenn. But Curtis is angry and he doesn't want to be a burden. And he told Portia, stay away from him, keep Trina away from me. And then he raged at her about her keeping Trina away from him for 20 years before now, so he doesn't think that she should have a problem keeping her daughter away from him now. However, Trina is not going to settle for that. She is going to press forward and force her biological father to spend some time with her. And once they're face to face, obviously Curtis is going to cave. He can't tell the daughter he just found out about to get lost. So he is going to enjoy some quality time with Trina. But the big question is he going to let Portia back in the room too? Or is he going to maintain a harsher stance with his wife? I don't know. All right, let's flip over to another Sonny spoiler. Sonny offers to help Carly Corinthos with something, and she says no. I have to suspect that it could be about that $5 million that she owes to the SEC. She already turned down money offers from her son Michael, from her daughter, because even Jocelyn has got a trust fund of money from Jax and other places. So they've both offered to help. She keeps saying no. And Diane Miller warned her that she can't take money from Drew because they were implicated together in the insider trading, even though Carly was the only one doing the insider trading. And she can't take the money from Sonny because they might circle back around and try to leverage her to get her to testify against Sonny as a better target than her. But maybe Sonny has a workaround. Maybe he's got some way that he can funnel the money to her that would be untraceable. I don't know, but it definitely looks like Carly is going to shut him down. Maybe because she doesn't want to risk it. Maybe because she doesn't want his help because he's with Ava. I mean, not Ava. I'd like to see him with Ava, but because he is with Nina. So she's going to say no, and this still leaves her $5 million in the hole. And I cannot imagine that she's going to sell enough of those top-notch Kelly's grilled cheese sandwiches to get her out of $5 million of debt. So this is still looming unresolved. All right. We also have next week Olivia Falconeri Quartermain making an offer to someone. I feel like this could be her asking Eddie Maine / Ned Quartermain to move into the Quartermain mansion. At first, he's been, no, I don't know you people. I don't know BLQ. I don't know Leo. I'm Eddie Maine. I'm a rocker. I'm a, tumbleweed in the wind, blowing down the road. But once he's been spending time over at the Quartermains, he has been bonding with Leo. He doesn't seem to dislike the Quartermains, other than Tracy, because she keeps browbeating him, thinking that will snap his memories back in place. But they had already talked about letting him move into the Tack house, and Cody had said he would move somewhere else. He could stay with friends. But then they were also talking about moving Cody, I think, into the main house. And that way Eddie could have the Tack house and he could have some privacy, but he would still be on the family property. So when they were going to discuss that, I think that was when Olivia had kind of a little fit of rage at Eddie, maybe a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And she was telling him, if this is your attitude, I don't want you here, just leave. So I think she softened up because Leo has been kind of bonding with Eddie. And it's really interesting because Leo is quite clear that Eddie's not his dad. Ned's his dad, his adoptive dad. And he definitely sees these are two distinct people. He's the only one that sees it that way. So it is kind of interesting. And let's hope that Eddie moves into the Q mansion and maybe that will jog some of his memories. Our very last Sonny spoiler for next week is about Nina and Sonny and their wedding planning. We're going to dig into that, but if you haven't already, we'd love it if you'd click subscribe. Drop your comments about what you're excited to see next week. We read all your comments. We appreciate them, and we appreciate our listeners. If you enjoyed these early edition spoilers, click us a like. Give us that thumbs up. We appreciate the positive feedback. Nina and Sonny are going to start their wedding planning, which to me, it kind of doesn't matter what they plan because I think we all know that this is an ill-fated event. It definitely seems like as things are rocking on that the reveal of her being the SEC tattletale is going to come out at their wedding. If it doesn't, a lot of fans are going to be really mad if they drag this out even longer. So what's strange right now is we have different people in the writer's room. As of Monday, July 24th, the final script by the core writers aired. So from July 25th forward, it is replacement writers. And the regular writers are not happy about that. They were complaining about it, saying, it's in the hands of scabs, things like that. So the bottom line is there's no telling where this could go. Frank Valentini is the showrunner / executive producer. So he's always kept his hand on the tiller when it comes to how plot lines are driven. A lot of people don't like how involved he is in the storylines of the show when they think he should just be producing. But because of that, that could represent some form of continuity, and maybe he will take a heavier hand with the replacement writers. But we don't know. I think we are going to know as we see in the next few weeks how storylines start moving and whether they're going on the same track that they seem to have been when the core writer stepped away versus the replacement writers. Let us know what you guys think. Thanks for listening.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.